Fellow members, invited guests, colleagues, this might start a bit slowly because I think I've calculated this is the first time in 20 years I've been on the receiving end of Sir Terence English's occasionally disapproving but certainly always discerning stares, so I'm not used to that. Our first responsibility as cardiothoracic surgeons is to provide clinical care and excellence to our patients, and our second is scientific research. And the education that I got personally yesterday has been outstanding and humbling. By some margin below that is the role that we play in administration. But nevertheless, it's been my privilege to lead the meeting team last year in Manchester and this year in Birmingham. Now, I asked for 2 happy snaps, but the relaxed demeanours you see here of Isabel Ferner, our senior administrator, and Tilly Mitchell, the exhibition organiser, belies the calm efficiency and professionalism with which they have delivered all the support last year, this year, and for years before that for this growing and mushrooming program and meeting, and I owe them a tremendous debt of gratitude for tolerating me in some ways. Now, ours is a society not of cardiothoracic surgeons, but for cardiothoracic surgery. Christina Bannister is the lead nurse case manager at Southampton, so I'm well aware of her clinical efficiency and leadership. But she almost single-handedly coordinates the entire forum program, the wet lab at the Ionescu University. She invites an outstanding international faculty every year. She assesses all the forum abstracts, arranges the program, and coordinates with the numerous associated allied groups such as the fusionists, surgeon assistants, etc. I know that the interviews for her successor have taken place. I do know that whoever the incumbent is will have a challenge. It'll be an enjoyable one, but it'll be a hard act to follow. Now, the 3 other surgeons with me on the meeting team are Sunil Ori, the meeting treasurer, Enoch Akawur, the deputy, and Clinton Lloyd. I didn't know exactly how early in the morning this would be, so I felt a blurred picture would be preferable. But Clinton Lloyd, if you want to see him in the flesh, he's there under lights. We're all plunged into the deep end with me in 2014. We've coordinated and developed roles such that I'm not really sure whether I should thank them for helping me or ask whether I was vaguely helpful to them in arranging this meeting. But it's been fun. I'm trying to get the next slide. A conference, I think, is in some ways like a building. It develops gradually, not quite brick by brick, but certainly step by step. And it might be ambitious to think that we are the equivalent of the tallest building in the world, but I think we certainly now have and provide outstanding educational opportunities at the university and also at the annual general meeting. All buildings like this conference has a foundation. There were a handful of individuals who laid the foundations for our meeting in university over the last decades. One in particular has laid the foundations of the university and in many ways the relationship of our society with Mr. Ionescu. For reasons of timing and opportunity, but also really for fear of missing out any names of those that were involved in setting up our meeting, I'm not naming anyone, but the foundations of our conference that were laid in years gone by are the reasons that the conference is what it is today. Many of us know and remember many of them, and what they did, and it's to them that we owe our thanks. Now, this is entitled Tribute by the Meeting Secretary, and I have thanked people so far, the meeting team who's worked with me, but the tribute is to these two colleagues, Rajesh Shah and Sri Rathanam, who I know are here. Ours is a cardiothoracic conference. The 4 surgeons on the meeting team are cardiac surgeons. Sri and Rajesh, in the last 2 years, while I've been secretary, but I know beforehand, have quietly and efficiently assured that there is a complete balance between cardiac and thoracic surgery at this meeting. Their names are not printed on the program, but they have essentially arranged, led and directed the entire thoracic component of this conference, from invitations at the beginning through to the finalization of the program and troubleshooting in between. So my personal thanks and the tribute on behalf of the Society is to the two of them. So thank you both.